Yeah, yeah, exactly. I have a theory for that.
Yeah.
It has to do with productization of the whole agile thing. There's the old debate that I started quite some time ago in our candidate trainer list. So this that I'm kind of a try to occasionally fight against. Seeing agile as a thing, and in the process you kind of forget what was all about, and so you kind of sell the product. It's called agile, and or whatever you want to call it, safe or less or whatever. But that's not the point. And so because of that, because we are productizing this thing, you lose the perspective. What was it originally all about? And that's what's happening. And ironically, what happens when you start to point out the principles, they say, "Well, that's too theoretical. I mean, the reality." And yeah,
Well, that's the point of principles, isn't it? Like it
yeah,
is it was D Hock in one for, and again, I feel like I say this on every podcast. I need to have a word with the script writers, Victor. My pod for these sessions, they're not doing a very good job writing the scripts. Like, well, I haven't got script writers. I just need new things to say. But D Hock says that in One for Many that principles are what ought to be. They're never going to be
yeah,
what you've got. Otherwise, you wouldn't need to write them down. Like, this is
yeah,
about what ought
exactly.
to be. So yeah, to take all that isn't reality. Yeah, because it isn't. It was never supposed to be. It's supposed to be something you work towards. And the values
Yeah.
of the Agile Manifesto are the your behaviours and your beliefs and how you should act whilst you're in pursuit of these things that ought to be. But that doesn't sell as easily as packaging it up into a nice little, you know, safe to market, safe to sell package.
Yeah. Pun intended. No,
I don't know what you
so
mean, Victor.
uh, it's actually another interesting thing. The biggest, in my experience, from a less adoptions, the one of the hardest thing to teach people in a less training is to make a distinction between the the perfection vision and the road towards it, and so the steps that you need to take now. And so I noticed that the industry, I mean product development and companies, they're too used to all kinds of approaches which say you are now here, if you implement this then you're going to get that. And so this is so deeply ingrained that unless, as you know, it's when you it's very related to the principles also, is that you set a perfection vision. um, and then what happens, quite ironically, that people say, but that's impossible to achieve. And but the point is actually that you work towards it, not to achieve it.